Right now, artistic director of the Actors Playhouse, David Arisco, joins me. And thanks again, David, for being on South Florida Arts Beat.
Thanks for having me, Paul.
It's hard to believe it's been like a year since we've spoken to you.
Yeah, I mean, every time we do this, I say, you got to be kidding.
I know it. Another year has gone by as we head into the 2010-2011 season. And, our listeners love to hear what's going on in the arts. And, of course, the Actors Playhouse, one of the premier institutions, one of our great arts partners. So we're happy that you took the time to talk with us. And we want to hear all about the main stage 2010-2011 season.
Well, we've got an exciting one, and I mean, I know that sounds like such a plug, but it's serious. We really stepped it up a little bit this year with the type of offerings that we have, the type of theater that we're doing. We're a major regional theater here now in our area, and as much as we still do musicals and we still do some very entertaining fare, we're doing a couple of things that push the envelope a little bit and stretch the audience a little bit into higher class, upper class, regional theaters, what they would be doing around the country. So we're really excited about the season.
Well, tell us. Let's talk a little bit about the programs that you have coming in. Color of Desire is your first one.
Yeah, right off the bat. Yeah. Right off the bat, we're doing a Nilo Cruz world premiere. Nilo Cruz is a Cuban-born, Miami-raised playwright who's written a number of things that have been done here at the Coconut Grove Playhouse when it was around, New Theater in Coral Gables, Florida Stage in Manalapan. But a few years back, he won the Pulitzer Prize for a play called Anna in the Tropics. Mm-hmm. And since then, his career has been on fire as far as traveling all around the world and lecturing and having his plays done everywhere. And we are very fortunate to be doing the world premiere of his newest play, The Color of Desire. It's never been done anywhere else, and it's really an exciting piece. And
we're this is Friday, so this is like actually the official opening night.
This is happening. Yeah, we've got this show that we're going to see how it flies with the critics and our audiences, but it's really a beautiful play. Dilo has a language all of his own. He's been called the poet of the theater, and it's really beautiful and lyrical. But at the same time, this is a story. And the conversations and the conflict and the romance, the seduction, the intrigue, it's all in this piece. It takes place in 1960 Havana, Cuba. The island's on the brink of change. There's an American businessman who wants to restore the lover that he's lost, and he asks a young Cuban actress to play the part of his lost love. And it really runs. It's 8 characters. It has other plots going on in it, and it also has the overriding theme of the relationship between the United States and Cuba, and the ruptured relationship,
yeah.
and how these two characters, the American businessman and the young Cuban girl, deal with each other and handle each other at this trying time. It makes for a dramatic story. It's funny. Also, It has some wonderful humor in it. Very touching. Very powerful. It's really quite a new piece.
And you've got a beautiful sort of video promo when you go to your website. Right as you click on it, it sort of starts on its own, doesn't it?
Yeah, we jump right in with our little promo for The Color of Desire.
I love that.
And we've got some fun music and just trying to set the tone and set the mood. We're in Havana. It's 1960. It's really fun because it also deals with the nightlife of the time, and so there's men in white dinner jackets and ladies all dressed up to the nines, and it's just gorgeous to watch and beautiful to listen to, and it's a fantastic story too. It really weaves a terrific tale.
And of course, as we go along here, folks can check out actorsplayhouse.org for all of the season shows, special events, and ticket and subscription information as well, actorsplayhouse.org.
Yeah, we hope they go there often.
Yeah, it's a great website. I know I keep saying that, but you have one of the better websites, I would say.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, we're proud of it.
Okay, so Color Desire, first program. What's after that?
Well, then we do our more traditional. We're having our big musical of the year is happening in November, December, and it's the classic musical Oliver for the whole family. I mean, it's Oliver Twist is a dark tale. It's a Dickens tale, but at the same time, it's something that families can enjoy together because it's just such a wonderful story.
Oh, nice.
So we've got Oliver the musical, huge cast, double cast kids. We've got like 16 kids in each cast. Every other night it's a different group of kids, and
nice.
It's insanity with large scale sets, large scale costumes, incredible voices. It's just, and Gary Marachek, who has performed here often. Our audiences, as South Florida audiences, remember Gary. He just won the Carbonell last year for doing Thénardier in our production of Les Mis a couple of years ago.
Nice.
And Gary's coming in to do Fagin. So he's
nice.
Wonderful. He's done the role before, not for us, but at another theater. And we have some very talented young kids and some terrific singers. So Oliver plays from like just before Thanksgiving. The weekend before Thanksgiving is when we open up, and we run right through Christmas weekend.
Yeah, excellent. I see that November 17th through December the 26th.
Yeah, and it's just, it's crazy good. I mean, it's a wonderful play, and I think our audience is...
Well, the film is beloved, too, isn't it? Everybody
the film is wonderful,
film, yeah.
And the film starred some terrific people. Ron Moody had done the stage show in London years ago, and so they got him for the movie. He was an unknown when they did the movie, but he was wonderful in it, and it's just a great story. I mean, like I said, even though it's a dark tale, it's so interesting to me that Lionel Bart, who wrote this, he wrote the book, the music, and the lyrics, so he adapted the Dickens classic, and that this incredible musical that's been done again and again and again, it's the only thing that he's ever written for the Broadway stage. And a few years ago, Cameron McIntosh decided to remount it in London and kind of took a Les Mis angle on the epic nature of the piece. And so we're looking at that also as far as how we tell the tale.
Excellent, Oliver. And the next one I want to hear about in your season is the 25th Annual Putnam County Spelling Bee. Now, I've heard of this show. I know it was on Broadway, but I don't really know that much about it.
It's really fun, really, really fun. It takes place at a spelling bee, and it's young kids, but it's adult actors playing middle school age, early high school age kids who are misfits. They are the complete misfits. I get a kick out of today with the new show Glee, and the kids that are in the Glee Club that are kind of like the outcasts of the school, and they perform through the Glee Club, and they gain respect and notoriety. Well, this is through the spelling bee. Through the spelling bee, these young people rise to the top and show that if there's one thing they do well, it's spell.
I see.
And the rest of their lives, they're a mess. And they're going through puberty and adolescence, and there are songs about that, and there's just incredible humor. It is so much fun. There's audience participation. As far as how we actually get a couple of members of the audience up on stage every single night to participate in the bee.
Oh, how cute.
Yeah, it's for real. They get up there and they're given words they haven't been coached on, they don't know anything about.
Oh, how fun. And it won 2 Tony Awards.
Yeah, it was a reasonable hit on Broadway.
Yeah.
It was something that was alternate programming. It's more off-Broadway style fare than what we think of when we think of Broadway, but it moved to one of the medium-sized houses when it was in New York, and it did quite well. And it's written, the music is by William Finn, who has some notoriety in Broadway circles. He's very well known, maybe not to the general public.
Yeah.
But funny lyrics and a really great book. And like I say, there's a section of the show. It's not improv, but it's definitely loose. As far as dealing with some of the audience members. Very fun.
Okay, as we move along, what's your other production, your next production?
The next production is really when I was talking at the beginning about pushing the envelope and the type of theater we were going to be doing this year. Our March show is exactly that. It's a play from Broadway called August, Osage County. It's written by Tracy Letts. It was the Tony Award winner 2 seasons ago. On Broadway. It also won the Pulitzer Prize that year for drama.
Nice.
It's an amazing new play, and one of the reasons we were fortunate to get the rights is because there's physical nature to the piece. It takes place in a 3-story house that we have to build on stage, where the action takes place in various rooms throughout the course of the play. There's a family in crisis, a family in Oklahoma who the mother is on the edge with painkillers and drugs, and the father is an alcoholic, and he disappears, and the family is called together at this time of crisis, and it's just an amazing, one of the best new American plays in decades. It's been called by many a critic. it's an amazing piece. It's funny as heck. I mean, the humor is unbelievable, but it's also powerful and dramatic. It is also a rarity in theater. It's over 3 hours long, and it has 2 intermissions. It's
wow.
It's written in 3 acts, and it's unlike anything else the audience will have ever seen. I mean, anybody who's seen it in New York will talk about it unending because they are just so aghast at what they saw, and we're hoping to be able to replicate that feeling with the audience. We have I've pretty much completed the casting already, and it's just a powerhouse of South Florida talent, and it really is an unforgettable play.
Well, that's running March 9th through April 11th, 2011.
Yeah,
and
2011. Very
we're
good.
already talking 2011 here, so let's move along because we're actually running down on time here.
All right.
I know you've got 2 more programs, so definitely tell me about Alfred Hitchcock's 39 Steps.
Yeah, the last 2 pieces of the year are entertainment and really enjoyable pieces. The 39 Steps is a remake of the movie, and it's just fun. It's like Monty Python runs into Alfred Hitchcock. And so it's 4 characters playing over 150 roles. All of the Hitchcock movies are spoofed during the course of the evening. Very clever staging, very inventive stuff going on in this piece. It's just a lot of fun, and it brings up memories of 1950 films, and all of the Hitchcock stereotypical things are in the play, and it's hysterical. 39 Steps. Actually, it's still running off Broadway.
I was going to say. I mean, I think it is still running.
Yeah, it's been running. It was running on Broadway for a while. I think it transferred to off Broadway.
Yeah, that's right.
And it's still selling. It's really a treat. And the last play of the season is another world premiere. I was lucky enough to meet with an actress who's worked for me in the past, Mary Beth Graham, who said that she had gotten together with a talented composer, Dana Rowe, who had worked in South Florida years ago and then went to London. He wrote The Witches of Eastwick that Cameron McIntosh produced in London's West End. And they had gotten together and written a new musical for the 21st century woman, and it's called See Jane Run. And it's basically during the course of the evening, it's a vignette musical theater where you find out basically what the modern woman is running from, running to, running away from. You know, it's really a beautiful piece, funny, and also some really touching, serious moments in the piece also, and just very new, very fresh, very now.
I like what you have on your website here, a sassy new musical.
Yeah, that's a clever way of talking about it. Exactly, that's one of the bylines we've been using. It really is. It's very vibrant and very now, very today.
Well, we have certainly taken the time to go through the entire season. I know you've got children's theater and other events going on, and all of the information is online. Again, a beautiful website, actorsplayhouse.org. Go there, check out season tickets and subscriptions, support the theater. And David Arisco, I want to thank you. The time really flew by here.
Oh, Paul, it's great to be with you again today, and I really appreciate your support.
Great. That's David Arisco, the artistic director at Actors Playhouse.